Stick around for Digimon, coming up next on JETIX. We'll be right back to Digimon on JETIX. Now, back to Digimon on JETIX. Now, back to Dragon Booster on Which is coming up next, right here on JETIX. Next, Power Rangers Generations is coming up right here on JETIX. We'll be right back to Power Rangers Generations on JETIX. Now, back to Power Rangers Generations on JETIX. Coming up next, don't miss Jackie Chan Adventures on JETIX. Hero of Alien Detectors is coming up next, only on JETIX. We'll be right back with Xyber 9 New Dawn right here on JETIX. And now, back to Xyber 9 New Dawn right here on JETIX. We'll be right back to Power Rangers Jungle Fury on JETIX. And now, back to Power Rangers Jungle Fury on JETIX. Coming up next is the Incredible Hulk on JETIX. We'll be right back to the Incredible Hulk on JETIX. And now back to the Incredible Hulk on JETIX. Coming up next, it's the Avengers on JETIX. We will return with the Avengers on JETIX. Now, back to the Avengers on JETIX. Coming up next, the Legend of Tarzan on JETIX. On the next brand new Power Rangers Mystic Force.
He's too fast!
Here is my full power!
What? Dad!
Lambo!
I'll take it from here. Burning heart of fire, defender of truth! Udana's good magic saved me. While you continue your love fest, I think I'll destroy you!
Magic that's beyond belief. Power Rangers Mystic Force. Brand new this Monday night at 8/7 Central on JETIX. Tomorrow night, it's a brand new 1-hour event of Power Rangers Jungle Fury. RJ?
Surrender yourself, and I'll spare your students.
The Rangers have to gain strength to save their master.
Who are these guys?
How can we find these other masters? We need more training.
They reside in the spirit world.
There's no turning back now.
Will our heroes use their new skills to save their master? It's a brand new 1-hour event of Power Rangers Jungle Fury. Tomorrow night at 8/7 Central on JETIX. Time to scare up some fright! On Halloween night, the action starts with Monster Buster Club, then back-to-back episodes of Pucca and Yin Yang Yo. Catch it again Friday night starting at 7/6 Central on JETIX. Don't miss Shinzo! It's coming up next, only on JETIX. Come on for Power Rangers S.P.D on JETIX. We'll be right back to Power Rangers S.P.D on JETIX. Now, back to Power Rangers S.P.D on JETIX. Power Rangers Mystic Force is coming up next, only on JETIX. We'll be right back to Power Rangers Mystic Force on JETIX. Now, back to Power Rangers Mystic Force on JETIX. Kong is coming up next, right here on JETIX. We'll be right back to Oban Star Racers on JETIX. Now, back to Oban Star Racers on JETIX. We'll be right back to Colle Nights on JETIX. Now, back to Colle Nights on JETIX. Pucca is coming up next, only on JETIX. We'll be right back to Pucca on JETIX. Now, back to Pucca on JETIX. Coming up next is the X-Men on JETIX. We'll be right back with the X-Men on JETIX. We're back with the X-Men on JETIX.
Tonight, after the Electroflash Moviebash, catch a brand new episode of Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. Brand new tonight at 9/8 Central on JETIX.
Gargoyles is coming up next, right here on JETIX. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyper Force Go is coming up next on JETIX. We'll be right back to Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go on JETIX. Now, back to Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go on JETIX. Don't miss the tick. Coming up next, only on JETIX. We'll be right back to Legend of the Dragon on JETIX. Now, back to Legend of the Dragon on JETIX. We'll be right back with the Fantastic Four on JETIX. And now, back to the Fantastic Four on JETIX. On the next brand new Power Rangers Mystic Force.
Nick, that's not how I taught you.
One of you has strayed off the path of knowledge.
Don't be hard on them, teacher.
It is you who needs to learn the lesson. For this day, you will become a student, and you will be the teacher.
Out of my way!
He's too strong. Here's the plan.
Spin attack! Magic that's beyond belief. Power Rangers Mystic Force. Brand new. This Monday night at 8/7 Central on JETIX. We'll be right back to the tick on JETIX. Now, back to the tick on JETIX. Coming up next, it's Spider-Man on JETIX. We'll be right back to Spider-Man on JETIX. And now, back to Spider-Man on JETIX. Coming up next, it's Spider-Man and his amazing friends on JETIX. We'll be right back to Spider-Man and his amazing friends on JETIX. And now, back to Spider-Man and his amazing friends on JETIX. Watch the evil Dr. Octopus try to wrap up our web-slinging hero.
Your time has run out, Spider-Man.
It's a full week of Doc Ock on Spider-Man. Starts tonight at 7/6 Central on JETIX. We'll be right back with Kong on JETIX. Now, back to Kong on JETIX. Coming up next, Superman, the animated series on JETIX. We'll be right back to Superman, the animated series on JETIX. And now, back to Superman, the animated series on JETIX. Coming up next, it's Steven Spielberg presents Pinky and the Brain on JETIX. We'll be right back to Steven Spielberg presents Pinky and the Brain on JETIX. And now back to Steven Spielberg presents Pinky and the Brain on JETIX. We'll be right back to Dungeons and Dragons on JETIX. Now, back to Dungeons and Dragons on JETIX. The Guardians face their toughest mission ever. They're coming for us. A brand new season of W.I.T.C.H. Weeknights at 10:30, 9:30 Central on JETIX. We'll be right back to Adam on JETIX. Now, back to Adam on JETIX. Now, back to Silverwing on JETIX. Now, back to Gargoyle on JETIX. Coming up next, Batman, the animated series on JETIX. Up next, a brand new Yin Yang Yo on JETIX. Coming up next, it's Power Rangers Operation Overdrive on JETIX. We'll be right back with Power Rangers Operation Overdrive on JETIX. We'll be right back to Batman, the animated series on JETIX. And now back to Batman, the animated series on JETIX. PRG, the best episodes of the Power Rangers. Power Rangers Generations. Weekend nights at 6:30, 5:30 Central on JETIX. Evil aliens plan on destroying Earth. Fire! Now, one group of misfit Rangers must work together.
Ready, team? Ranger power!
Their mission to protect and serve the galaxy.
Oh, yeah! Take that! Justice is served!
Power Rangers S.P.D. Weekend nights at 8/7 Central on JETIX. Evil aliens plan on destroying Earth. Fire! Now, one group of misfit Rangers must work together.
Ready, team?
Ranger power! Their mission to protect and serve the galaxy.
Oh, yeah! Take that! Justice is served!
Power Rangers S.P.D. Tonight at 8/7 Central on JETIX. On the next brand new episode of Yang!
Yo!
He's back!
Yuck!
and switching things up.
Catastrophe!
You got my aura, Yang!
And I should do something about my nails.
And Yin has his boy aura instead of her girl aura.
Did you know about this?
They might be in the wrong bodies, but they'll unite.
Woo-hoo aura!
Yin Yang Yo. Brand new next Monday night at 9:30, 8:30 Central on JETIX. On the next brand new episode of
Yo!
The Face of Evil is changing.
No! What's wrong with the old face of evil?
And Carl's no longer the villain in charge.
You say you've employed every villain?
Except this guy.
Excellent.
Now he'll do the unthinkable
Trick me out with some wicked woo-foo moves, yo!
to become unstoppable.
He is the lamest guy ever.
Yin Yang Yo. Brand new tonight at 9:30, 8:30 Central on JETIX. Coming up next, it's Spider-Man Unlimited on JETIX. We'll be right back to Spider-Man Unlimited on JETIX. And now, back to Spider-Man Unlimited on JETIX. Coming up next, it's Yin Yang Yo on JETIX. We'll be right back to Yin Yang Yo on JETIX. JETIX.